Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Really helps the channel to grow and also gets the information out there. So thank you for doing that. We're going to have a little energy talk today. As you all know, I work full-time in the spiritual field and I have for well over 20, 25, probably nearly 30 years. So it's been a very, very long time, but I definitely I'm very aware of the energy changes and that are going on at the moment, and the people that are struggling with that, or as individually or as society or community. Or so I thought I'd get on and just maybe give a little energy chit chat. Take what resonates, what doesn't, is not for you. I'm not asking you to adapt or believe in anything. This is just purely what I get through to try and help people. So what's happening at the moment is a very strange energy frequency for people, and so you may be experiencing yourself not feeling quite right, feeling out of balance, more anxiety than ever. People are reporting headaches, migraines when they may have never had them before, toxic, going through like a detox, feeling very disconnected, detached from everyone and everything as we move into the Aquarian energy, which we'll chat about. So it's all about expansion, freedom. But one thing I want to say, and 2020 was the bringing down of our system, foundation, belief system. 2021 is all about recreating it in a new way, under the new air energy, under the Aquarius energy. But what I want to say here is this: the energy shifts that we're feeling currently. Energy is connected to your belief systems, which is connected to your thoughts, your energy of your thoughts. That then is connected to your cells. Your cellular memory is connected back to DNA, and it could go back in, generational. So we're going way back into ancestors. So yes, we've been working on that and talking about that for a couple of generations now, and clearing and healing that and upgrading that and working on it. But what's happening now as we're moving into this new frequency, I want you to understand this. Our cells, our body, our belief systems have never experienced this new frequency upgrade. It's taking us into an Aquarian energy of expansion, of quantum, of limitless. And if I go into that now, I feel ungrounded, disconnected. My thoughts, my feelings, my belief systems can or may get confused. Then I'm in the unknown. Then I'm in fight and flight. Then I'm in my fear or triggers. So we're seeing a behavioral energy, and I'm talking energy. There is a behavioral energy going on out there where it feels like we're in a very strange or weird vibe, or people are in this. So whether it's their behavior, their actions, their thinking, their doing, they feel very, let's say, confused, lost, adding a bit of, I don't know how I'm feeling, I'm disconnected, but I want to be connected. Like it's a mix. It's certainly a very strange mix, because we're trying to identify or download or integrate or receive or upgrade, whatever you want to call it, cellularly, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, into a frequency that we really have never experienced before. Every time we've healed or upgraded or downloaded before, we've kind of processed it through old systems, accessed it, been able to somehow work with it or release it or surrender to it or whatever, grow in it, heal it. This is all new now. It's nearly like if you gave me something, hypothetically, say, a download, whatever, and my body's like, okay, what do I do with this? Where does this go? How do we do this? Oh, we're going to do this a new way. I haven't done this before. So we're kind of feeling like that with everything right now. And then we go into, do I want this? Do I not want this? So we're kind of at war in a way, and there's a lot of conflicting energy, which does put people in chaotic energy, even just within themselves, in their feelings or their thoughts or their beliefs. So let's put it down to a very weird energy going on. And it's new, guys. We really not sure what we're doing with it all. So please keep that in mind. I am seeing people, humans, not just in, and I've heard other people say this just isn't from me. They're nearly in, because of all that we talked about, there's no judgment here. It's a frequency that they're not dealing with. So they're not connected. They're in their own bubble. They're very disconnected in that bubble. They're not seeing how their actions affect the next person because they can't even keep it together. Nothing's feeling quite right. Nothing's feeling like at home right now. So it's like when you go into, this is just a very, 3D example. You go into a new job, you go into a new car, new home, you put on new shoes. Yeah, I'm in it, but I'm not connected to it yet. I try and keep my energy talks, throw in a bit of advanced stuff for advanced and people who are just learning and stepping their way through, trying to understand what's really going on. And what is happening here is currently, today, and for the energy of the month and the next couple of months, is we're being shown a lot, but it's in a reflective energy. It's sort of not an energy where we feel we want to be doing, but we're not doing. So there really is, and it's funny, I'm getting it right now. Like you go to say something or you go to explain it, but you're not grabbing the information. It's not quite there. It's not quite readily available, sorry. See, can't even get it out properly. So there's that energy going on. But what we've got a lot of what we call third eye, so seeing things. There's a lot going on with the pineal gland. We're about to see things from a newer, higher, better perspective, or a more wider perspective within ourselves, within others, vice versa. And in this, what really calls for is the root chakra, meaning we must stay grounded and centered. When we're grounded and centered, we are connected to ourselves, to our emotions. We are solid in that. We can feel firm and secure and safe in that. And we're also aware of how and who we affect and how what we do ripple effects. We're very aware of that when we're grounded. That is going to be called for. So if anything, if I could give anyone advice right now for the next few months or the rest of the year, we are in quantum energy. We are expanding beyond. Our cells have never even done this before or had this information before. We're creating an access of more light, more information, more space within us so that we can take on this new, process it, identify it, release it, fix it, heal it, whatever, absorb it. But we have to stay grounded. There's a lot of ungrounded people now. Communication must be co-creation, meaning if I do this, who does it affect? How does it affect? We need to step into that because there's lots of new, what we call starseed, people are saying elemental energy, very high vibrational energy coming in, doing a massive cleanse of our energy, of our frequencies, of what we're attached to, any attachments. Because you've got to remember the other side of Aquarian energy is to detach. There's a lot of conflicting energy going on right now, guys, and I feel we're going to be in it for a little bit longer. The only key here is definitely grounding, centering, earthing, trying to be connected about how we affect others. So when we do go into how I am and what I feel too, we can get in our own bubble. We can get very, let's say, self-absorbed, self-connected, whatever. And in that, you can be connected in that and processing that, or you can be disconnected in that. That's the key. We've got to get a balance in that. That's going to be our challenge for the rebuilding of us and our lives and how the consciousness now grows. So, and why I wanted to jump on is because we are going through radical expansion. Radical. So, radical means very fast. When something happens very fast, unless you're very adaptable to that and love to function in that, great, or hold a very high frequency for that, you'll be fine. You'll sail through. It'll feel great. If you're not used to radical change, adaptation, flexibility, doing it a new way, falling into that freedom of, it'll be how it's meant to be. Let's do it a new way. Let's embrace all the new. If you're not in that energy, they're asking you to go back into your core, your sacral chakra, to where the core of creation is. So there's probably a lot of sacral chakra, root chakra stuff at the moment. Third eye, seeing beyond. Sacral chakra, doing creation from the core. Creation's like planting a seed and doing it a whole new way. And the star seer is about, being intuitive, being connected, being able to see beyond our current, into the future. So yes, stay present, stay grounded, stay connected so that you can see what's ahead, so that you can feel what's ahead, so you can co-create what's ahead, so you can stay connected to what's ahead in your manifestation. Rather than getting in this weird energy where we're just so confused and in processing that we just don't feeling attached to anything. We're feeling very detached, disconnected, unearthed, and we're nearly spinning out of control for some of us energetically. So vibrations are high, guys. Vibrations are very, very high. It's like Spirit's saying to me, you've had your warnings. Now, what's grounding and earthing about? It's also about boundaries, structure, trying to put structure. I'm going to say something very confusing. Structure in freedom. How confusing is that one? We are definitely stepping through. A lot of you will need to reclaim your energy, that identity, grounding, earthing, connecting in. And when I mean grounding, connecting in, also with your heart. Connecting and grounding into your emotional center, aligning and connecting that, earthing and rooting that into you, stepping through into the new, and then co-creating that forward manifestation. It's all being ignited. Anything you're manifesting right now, anything you're thinking about right now is in manifestation. Think about that. Anything you're thinking of right now, negative or positive, is in manifestation. And you are asking to be cleared energetically and harmonically or harmoniously aligned to that frequency of what you're thinking right now. And then you're going to send that energy out and make a radical shift in your life, in your frequency, in your energy, in your direction, path, whatever, in your unity of the next moving forward. So, we are still in surrender and letting go. That's letting go of control, authority, restriction into the freedom. Surrender means I feel free. but I still know how to stay connected, grounded, have boundaries, within that freedom thinking, so I can surrender and just become in allowance. So what we're trying to do is, let's say, connect to a new home within us first. And we're going to do that without getting too disconnected, because that's a big frequency, radical frequency change. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask to download or receive the information harmoniously, integrated in the highest and best way for each and every individual, to remember our ancient future. That's right, I said it. Remember our ancient future, not our ancient past. We've mastered that. We're keeping all the mastery and wisdom of that. Now we're going into quantum. Can you teach me how to receive our ancient future information, knowledge, mastery, visions, upgrades, whatever you want to add in there. And we're going to go into our sacral energy and co-create from there. And that's how we're going to move forward. And they're providing the radical expansion energy for you to do that and surrender to that, rather than getting in this battle of this energy. Battle of energies to us hanging on to our fears. And basically on a deep energetically core level, they're saying we're recreating a new home for you, a new feeling of earth, a new feeling of a new earth star chakra, a new feeling of home, which is going to be more loving and compassionate. Because it is in surrender, freedom, expansion, and we will recreate that and reset boundaries in that and keep connected in that while we expand. We have to have an anchor. So, at the current moment, a lot of people are going to have to keep forces, meaning energies, balanced, actions balanced, behaviors balanced, boundaries balanced, energy given, received balanced, because there's an awakened awareness about to hit. So let's say you're the opposite. Let's say you're not aware of energy giving and taking, or some forces that are out of balance with you. You are definitely going to be made aware of that. We're also in the middle of what we call the realm bridger. There's a bridge between realms or paradigms right now, and we're still kind of only working out how to build that bridge and that frequency into it. Most of us. Look, if you're there, great. It's probably not for you. So we're going to have a lot of throat chakra issues for some of us. Some of you may be, and that is very hard. It's about expressing your truth, of course. And so when we express our truth, we can reclaim our energy. We can tap into our truth, into our core heart, soul truths, face that, and recreate from there. So it's a very, 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 very heavy energy. Yet we've always got this soul and heart chakra energy together. So the soul's being recreated. The heart's got to be speaking its absolute truth now. We're having all the frequency upgrades and communication of that. So there's a lot, you know, and it does bring endless opportunities. It really does. It's really good, and it's going to bring this new earth that we want, and we have to embrace it with, you know, that gracious receptivity, receiving it graciously. That's what evolution really is, and when we're sort of receiving it graciously or in gracious receptivity, we do resonate with the sound of the universe then we're really talking, our frequency really talks with the universe. So everything right now is a bit beyond the mind. That's probably contributing to that weird energy. We can't quite get the words, or we can't quite get the piece it together, or that, you know, coming through, but we are healing that. This air energy is healing that. It's the portal keeper. So it's opening up new portals for transformation right now. I think we've got Uranus right now coming in, and that would make sense there, the transformation, bringing us into the freedom. There's the quantum energy. A lot of unique gifts and talents are going to come out, but then we're in vulnerability. We feel vulnerable when our gifts and talents come out because it's journey into wholeness, life force energy, crown chakra, and shining your light and getting back to that innocence, back into the light and reconnection. Oh, so yep, I'm quite right about the downloading, the recoding. This is going on, but it's sort of throwing us into a quantum unknown area of energy where we don't even know what we're processing and why and how. Our cells are kind of trying to deal with that at this stage. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I could go deeper and deeper and deeper here, and I'm trying to keep it quite simple if I can. So hopefully this helps, and please stay grounded. Please protect your energy without the disconnection. Keep connected to yourself is what I mean, okay? And try and earth into that first before we can put it out there into the universe or the community. So thank you for listening. I hope this helps. I hope you understand it, and I might start to do little energy check-ins for people because of the current state, energetic state of a lot of people. Okay, thank you. Bye.